एक टाइम ऐसा भी आया था कि वड़ा पाव खाने के भी पैसे नहीं थे, frankly, in that 1 month. So I really remember one of my friend, I used to go to his shop, just he would offer us tea. When we were opening, वो केक शॉप के लिए एक काउंटर ही नहीं था, because we were short of funds. And 1 month तो struggle कर करके we had this funds, but we required like 30,000 rupees to buy the cake counter wherein we can display our cakes, and that was only missing. Hardest part, frankly, now I never got funds to start business.
Vikesh sir, and welcome to the Entrepreneur Talks. My name is Utsav Bhatt, and thank you so much for giving your time.
Thank you so much for coming, and really happy to see you.
Yeah, in your story also, like there is luck, grit, and perseverance. So let's start with your story, sir. Your story is very inspiring, and I want to cover this in a very deep manner in this podcast.
Sure.
So, sir, like शुरू से शुरुआत करते हैं. Like पहले बताइए कि आपका चाइल्डहुड कैसा रहा? हाउ वाज योर फैमिली?
So childhood, as a child, I was not a very confident child. Frankly, born and brought up in Gujarati family. Financially, we were not that good. In fact, struggling too much. So the whole childhood is full of like up and downs and struggling for finances and things like that. My mom was doing a lot of tuitions, and she really grew us very well. She never let us down in any of the schooling or things like that. So we were born and brought up in a very good environment, if we say. No doubt we didn't had that kind of financial situation. But still, as a child, I grew up, and in the childhood only, I was like, I really want to do something very fast, want to find a job as soon as I completed my 10th grade. I was like a big either, we want to do some part-time kind of a job and help my family so that there is less of pressure. And that's how I started working in a cake shop as a counter boy. So initially with a salary of 700 rupees, and seeing from that time, socha bhi nahi tha that this would be the journey.
Right?
So it all happened stage wise, and there was a bit of luck. There was a bit of good people who really helped me out in my bad times and all. So it's altogether a good journey what I have experienced.
Right.
So yeah, childhood में also ऐसा कुछ नहीं था that I was feeling के I miss this, I miss that. I was always things will turn around, things will happen, and that is what has helped me clear. So, I have a lot of patience wherein I see things and I give things own time to grow up. So that is how it has been since my childhood.
So like I particularly want to know about कि जब father आप काम करते थे, like you had a diamond factory or something?
No. He was a broking diamond broking business basically, and it was good. So initial when I was very small, the childhood was good. Then he had some losses in stock exchange, and that's where things really worsened. And
this was which year?
In somewhere around 1986, 87, wherein these things happened. And then we really struggled. That 10 years phase was very, very bad for the family.
86 to 96.
86 to 96.
Right.
So yeah, in 95, 96, I started doing my job.
And you were at that point of time, आपकी age क्या थी? Like 86,
So
87.
I would be around 11 to 12 years old.
Right.
So that was the reason, I wanted to actually grow very fast, and frankly was not a very bright, student.
Yeah.
So ऐसा
तो
कुछ था कि I want to really work fast because I knew that studies is not something what really attracts me.
attracts me, right? At the age of like 14, 15, you saw your father really struggling, and like from having a good income and
Right.
good life, you saw your family like that वो deteriorate हो रहा था धीरे धीरे
Right.
धीरे धीरे करके.
Right.
तो at that point of time पर वो आपकी क्या learning थी आपके father को देख के?
So see, that is what is really helped me. Okay, in good times you have to be really cautious about things. Initially, in older days I have seen there was a lot of thing. Okay, they used to help their family, their brothers and sisters and all. Today's time, it is not the same thing.
Yeah.
So even that is good, but somewhere you have to secure yourself in the good times. And you have to take that calculated risk. Otherwise what happens, you go blind, and at a point you feel okay, boss, you are nowhere. And looking at today's world also, there is a lot of tech, there is a lot of means of different kind of savings and things like that, which initially was not there. So that time was a little different time, but वहाँ पे लोगों की वैल्यू थी. आज के टाइम में पैसे की वैल्यू है.
Right. So sir, now coming back to like 1996, you
Right.
completed your 10th.
Right.
आपने जॉब चालू कर दी.
Right.
क्या सोचा था कि नहीं अभी पढ़ने से ज्यादा है कि जॉब चालू कर लेता हूँ?
Yeah, so it was a part-time job. I used to work in the evening times. Parallelly, I passed also 10th grade, which was actually unexpected. Then I also did my graduation. So never been to college, and college days जैसा कुछ इतना enjoy नहीं किया था because I was doing a lot of part-time jobs. So I used to work from 7 a.m. in the morning. One of my friend had a travel agency. उनका travel cars का business था. I used to dispatch cars, then go to my bakery. Then in the afternoon time, I used to do some part-time accounting work and things like that. So many things, from selling to lighters or perfumes and things like that. So at that point of time also, I was generating that kind of income also. So from 700 rupees counter boy, within say years time, I was earning somewhere around 8-10,000 rupees in different part-time jobs. So at वो time पे भी it was not so, my friends used to have that pocket money, but then still I was much convenient in funds. So in that 1 year I learned a lot. It was a lesson. And because of my bosses were very young, and they were also young entrepreneurs. They had just started this cake shop called La Boulanger, where I was working as a counter shop on the counter of the cake shop. So there also I learned a lot of business. And business, it was like something, it was attracting me because every day you need to learn new things. I was seeing cake being garnished, and so totally zero in food industry, but I was liking that part of running around and things like that. So that's how I started my job career.
Right. Sir, वो जब आपने शुरू किया था, ये आप बोल रहे हो कि you had your job, आप multiple part time jobs कर रहे थे वो सब, and you moved to a managerial position also, वो
Yes,
cake
with-
bakery के अंदर.
yes,
But then ऐसा हुआ कि वो बेकरी बंद हो गई.
right.
वो वाला पीरियड कैसा था?
That was
वो
the
कहानी
worst
क्या है?
of the time, frankly.
हम्म.
एक टाइम ऐसा भी आया था कि वड़ा पाव खाने के भी पैसे नहीं थे, frankly, in that 1 month. So I really remember one of my friend, I used to go to his shop, just he would offer us tea, basically. And so I was struggling, I was looking for another job. My bakery which I was working shut down due to some personal problem of the directors. And they decided to shut down all businesses at one go. And they were like really close to me, and they were also very busy in their different businesses. It was just a small business for them, part of their business. So then I worked in like diamond assorting and things like that. Went to a factory of plastic or doing some stocking and things like that. But sitting at one place was never attracting me, because we were into catering and supplies and things like that in my old bakery. So I was very interested in that, and one day I spoke to my boss that you have shut down, but if you permit me, I can carry on with this business. And the thing was, I didn't had any money to buy the equipments and all. Right. So they were very kind to give me all the equipments, and they told that, okay, when you earn, you can pay the amount, no problem, take all the equipment. So both the bosses were really kind to me, and they gave me the full set of bakery. And that's how then I started my business in partnership with a friend initially, because he had the shop and I had the equipments and all. So we decided to start a small cake shop. So that's how we started. So I started my business career. Yeah. So nothing was planned as such. Till date also, frankly, nothing is planned in my life. But yeah, that risk taking ability, maybe is there, and I like to work a lot. So somewhere I know that if I'll go inside it, then I'll finish it. Right. So that's how I started, and then
Then
it's
things
history.
happen. Yeah. सर बट वो पर्टिकुलरली एक महीने का पीरियड कैसा था आपके लिए? यू हैड जस्ट नो मनी, आप बोल रहे हो कि वड़ा पाव खाने के लिए पैसे नहीं थे,
Yeah.
तो सर्वाइवल 30 दिन भी करना वो
Right.
क्या था?
So, कभी कभी सोचूं तो I can't imagine also, I can't believe also.
हाँ, पर क्या थॉट्स आते रहते हो?
सब कुछ है. So see, I was working, I had a little bit of savings and things like that. We thought of starting this cake shop. Equipments का भी हो गया, जितना भी सेविंग था, we put in all this colors and branding and this and that. तो and loans ले लिए with my friends, किसी ने 5,000 10,000 and things like that, and things were happening. Best part was when we were opening, वो केक शॉप के लिए एक काउंटर ही नहीं था, because we were short of funds. And 1 month तो struggle कर करके we had this funds, but we required like 30,000 rupees to buy the cake counter, wherein we can display our cakes, and that was only missing. So you won't believe, there was a juice kind of a stall next to our shop. So he was looking from last 1 month, we are doing this, that, arranging funds, and he was like, we are not opening from 10 days. The shop was ready, but we were not able to open because we had to give the payment and take the cake counter. So he asked me that, why you are not opening? क्या हुआ, खोल क्यों नहीं? I was like, now 30,000 finally is short. सब कुछ डाल दिया है, still we don't have that 30,000. That juice wala guy gave me that 30,000 rupees.
Oh, wow.
And he was not knowing me also, frankly. He was just knowing me as I was going and coming there. So being a next door kind of, and he had a roadside kind of a stall, not a very big shop. So he was a very good South Indian guy called Param. He helped me, and he's like, तभी आए तभी दे देना, no problem.
Oh, wow.
Business चालू करो. So things like that have really happened, and I've always seen that when you have the will, even your luck favors you, and miracles, if you say, for me, they happen. For me, it's been a full roller coaster kind of a journey.
Yeah.
But at the end, if you have that will, and your vision is clean and clear, you can reach it. So things what have happened is unbelievable kind of things when I recall all these things. Oh, it's been this kind of a journey for me.
Right. So like when there is a will, there is a way. Fortune favors the brave.
Yes.
वो सब कुछ आपकी जर्नी में applicable होता है.
Very true, 100%. I तो strongly believe that somewhere people say God है नहीं है, but कहीं तो है, ऐसा नहीं है, 100% है.
एक higher power तो है.
Yes, there is a power which really helps you, and it helps you in your worst of times. That I have really realized it.
Right. तो सर आपने शुरुआत की थी 700 रुपए एज अ इन अ बेकरी.
Right.
और अभी आपकी कंपनी कितना वैल्यू करती है?
So we are recently valued at 33 CR.
33 करोड़ रुपए का बिजनेस और 700 रुपीज जो एक लड़का 700 रुपए का जॉब कर रहा था, एंड नाउ फ्रॉम 33 करोड़.
Right.
लाइक आपने इमेजिन किया था ये ऐसा कुछ होगा?
frankly कभी नहीं किया था. When I was working in a bakery, that
Yeah.
700 rupees job, I used to dream मेरा खुद का एक छोटा सा एक शॉप हो तो I would be happy. एक शॉप होने के बाद I was like okay, I want to do एक रेस्टोरेंट हो. तो वो भी एक हो गया, and then multiple chain of outlets and all. So this has been I was never expecting. I was always like एक अच्छा जॉब हो बस हो गया. But I went with the flow. I accepted the challenges and started working. Sometimes people, my friends and all, say that you are crazy. Sometimes it's that way. Because when in 99 Pancakes, when I was opening, I took the store, but the concept was not clear also in the mind that what would I open. And they were like कि यार शॉप ले लिया और पता नहीं है क्या खोलोगे करके. But somewhere I know that I have that concepts in mind and I keep on working on it.
हाँ. तो आपने इन बिटवीन आपने ऐसी भी जॉब की जो यू हेटेड, आप बहुत हेट करते थे वो वाली जॉब को, और अभी भी कई सारे जो यंग लोग अभी ये देख भी रहे हैं एंड दे वांट टू स्टार्ट देयर ओन समथिंग बिजनेस ऐसा कुछ, बट बिकॉज ऑफ सम एक्सटर्नल रीजंस और उनके लाइफ में जो भी चल रहा है, they also have to do this kind of job or वो सब, and they are also going through this same kind of period. अब उन लोगों को क्या बोलना चाहते हो?
So see, job is something, you have bosses, you have pressure, you have many things, but still you have to keep on learning from the job. So एक बार वो सोचोगे ना कि I am learning something. I have learned that खराब में खराब जॉब हो कि खराब में खराब आदमी हो, you have something to learn from him. So take that good part, leave the bad parts there only, and move ahead. And that is what is experience is all about, frankly. You fall down, you stand up again. Same in job, your bosses are there, your colleagues are there, everyone is there to pull you down. And leave that, okay. And frankly, don't compete with your colleagues or even in businesses. You have to see what you are satisfied with. And when that level comes now, that is the best feeling what I feel. So practically I पहले कभी भी until now also we are not के we want like crazy numbers and this. I am happy that I am doing good business, my team is happy, my people are happy, and frankly they have supported me. Like I have people working with me from last 15, 20 years. Wow. When I was doing a job, so from that time still they are there with. So that is what I feel I have earned somewhere. That that trust is there. They look upon me, and whatever, like anybody in the team, if I'll tell them to work 3 a.m. in the night, they'll be ready and okay sir chalo karte hai, kya karna hai bolo. Wow. So that is something I really what I've achieved. And that is what young entrepreneurs frankly should do. I don't know, I meet a lot of people, they are always in a hurry, valuation and this and so, but in the end it's काम अच्छा करो, automatically you will get valuation, money, everything will follow you somewhere.
ऐसा भी important है, but relations.
Yes, see, money 100% is a motivation, 100%, but only running behind that will not work in a longer term. Because within 2021 years, I have seen so many brands coming in, so many good concepts, disappearing, and worst of the concepts doing very good. But jahan I have seen good concepts, they have their ethics, they have their basis very strong. That is the reason they are strong enough to survive. Right. So even we faced demonetization, pandemic and things like that. But still why we are sitting so strong is I have people that, in any kind of situation, they are like, no problem, we are there with you. Jo bhi hoga, we'll see whatever. Right. So that is something, which is very, very important.
Right. True, that is true. Because लोग ये वैल्यूएशन इवन प्लस इन सोशल मीडिया एंड ऑल दोस थिंग, बहुत सारे लोग अपने फ्रेंड्स को देख के कंपैरिजन और वो सब बहुत ज्यादा करने लग जाते हैं. वो स्टॉप कर देना चाहिए. जैसे आपने बोला कि फोकस ऑन योरसेल्फ, फोकस ऑन योर स्ट्रेंथ, और वर्स्ट में वो सिचुएशन में उसका भी गुड पार्ट निकाल लो. ये वाला माइंडसेट डेवलप करना बहुत जरूरी है यंग पीपल.
Yes. So you can be and enjoy in any situation.
Right. तो सर अभी Pancakes 99 Pancakes की स्टोरी पे आते हैं. Like how did it started in your mind, और आपने सोचा कि now I want to start this?
So frankly, in after 2008-9, I started traveling a lot. In European countries and Far Eastern countries. So to gather all the knowledge of food. So food has always been my passion, and I was the one then giving new concepts in wedding. So for that reason, I used to travel a lot, see cultures of food and all. So in Amsterdam, when I was traveling somewhere in 2013 or 14, I saw this very nice, pancake person making pancakes at one of the streets. And I was really happy seeing him making, in that style. And also I was like, okay, this is a good concept. I told him that, whether you'll help me learn how to do this. He was very kind. He taught me everything, that how to top it, how to, pop it and things like that. And फिर सोचा था कि somewhere I'll launch in my catering business, and in wedding there is this show is the main business. So you have to have everything upgraded and new concepts. So सोचा था कि we will do this new concept. And then suddenly in 2016 there was demonetization, and the whole catering business went upside down. And mine was like premium kind of a dessert supplier and all. So most of the business was totally, like zero. We came to a 10% business. So again, that was a big kind of a shock. So that's when we thought, ke, chalo kuch, we'll go for retail kind of a business, because, to have a business long lasting, you have to have some retail business. And this pancakes, I was just doing tasting, with some friends. This I'm going to launch in my catering business. So see how it is. And one of my friends, she told that this is not the thing what you should do for catering. You should actually launch it as a retail business.
Right.
So initially planned tha to open a cake shop in the Kalaghoda shop. First, what we had taken, and we ended up opening a pancake store of 99 pancakes.
Right.
That okay, chalo, we will try this one cafe and we'll see how it happens. So we were the first ones to launch pancakes in India. Totally, we were unaware of the market. We didn't had any marketing team or nothing like that. We didn't even had a Facebook page. In fact, when we opened, so over a period of time, launch kar diya, and things started, and then we developed everything.
Right.
And initial days though were very bad. We were having like a sale of 500 or 600 rupees a day. First 15 days there were no customers only, because nobody would understand this concept. But the concept was good, the quality was good. Whoever 3-4 people were coming were really like, array, this is something very good and things like that. So then after 15 days, we started, calling our friends in the night time. That 10-15 friends we used to invite. Ajao, beto. We used to serve them free pancakes and coffee and things like. So that from outside it is crowded and things like that. So that's when people started coming in, that yaar bahut crowd ho raha hai yahan pe. So that we did a whole another 15 days, and after that it was a different story altogether. We were like super famous from second month itself. There were lines outside the store.
Oh wow. मतलब फ्रेंड बुला के आपने अपना रेस्टोरेंट भर दिया.
Yes. So we had a full list के आज ये friends, कल family, then relatives, 10, 20 people. We sorted around 200 people. अलग-अलग time पे every day we want to invite them, and we just beto. आपको मिलेगा सब फ्री, बट आपको 3 घंटा बैठना है. So we were first 10-15 days I was like boss gaya, like we are like down. But कहीं पे वो था that our concept was good, our initial team was amazing. So that's how 99 Pancake was born.
Right. तो ये वाला सही है ना, क्योंकि आपने अपने फ्रेंड्स को बुला के ना विदाउट spending too much on
yes nothing. In fact we were zero in Facebook, and that time See, I was always doing a good traditional kind of a business, catering supply, like a बनिया के भाई ये प्रॉफिट ये लॉस और आगे कुछ समझ ही नहीं आता था कि प्रॉफिट तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. So initial days also when 99 Pancakes was doing great, there were a lot of VCs and people like investors कह रहे we'll do this valuation, but मुझे वो कभी समझ ही नहीं आता था because I am a production guy. I know food. I know consumption of food. How much people will eat. What is the taste buds of Indian market? Because I have been into catering. I know that a Gujarati guy will like what, a Muslim guy will like what, a Marwadi person will like what to have. So I know that taste buds. But again, when you come to finances and all, so we were like wholesale kind of a business, and that is the reason also we were able to expand so fast, because the logistic and the team was in place. So that was the reason we were like giving franchisees and things like that to expand so fast.
Right. सर अभी ये बताओ कि ये 99 पैनकेक्स ही नाम क्यों रखा? व्हाट्स द स्टोरी? कोई स्टोरी है कि क्यों रखा आपने नाम?
So we started our business in 1999. I personally started my first shop in 1999. So that was the thing. And again, one number was there in the thought process of naming. Frankly, we named it thinking only 10 minutes. ज़्यादा time नहीं लगाया था. Pancake के साथ. Somewhere I wanted that people should know what product we are selling. So pancakes was somewhere in my mind के pancakes बोलना ही है. Because naming something else and then to explain people is again, so somewhere I was very sure that pancakes चाहिए. And I don't know, at that time I had this some thought process के आगे जाके trademark issue और वो सब नहीं आना चाहिए. So somewhere we were looking for a number also. Coincidentally then 1999 was my first business which I started, and that's why we named it like 99 Pancakes. So initially we also had many products of 99 rupees. Still we have our menu full of 99 rupees. So all the factors were actually connecting 99.
Right. Because I visited your store. I am from Baroda. I visited your store. मुझे लगा कि 99 रखा है तो कुछ मेन्यू में भी ऐसा 99.
Yeah. So there were many people के 99. There is a curiosity always. Exactly. But yeah, these were 2-3 collective reasons of 99 Pancakes.
Right. Like for you in your entrepreneurial journey, what was the hardest part? उसकी भी hard thing क्या थी?
So hardest part, frankly now, I never got funds to start business. And so initial time किसी को पार्टनरशिप ऑफर किया और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो आई वाज ऑलवेज के अरे यार ये क्या करेगा. आई वाज टू स्मॉल एंड थिंग्स वर दैट. सो हार्डेस्ट थिंग वाज टू गैदर दैट काइंड ऑफ फंड्स के ये कैसे करें. एंड ऑल्सो इट हैज बीन द मोर हार्डर पार्ट इफ वी से इट इज द टाइमलाइंस, बिकॉज आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट दैट वॉट एवर फॉर मी हैपन्स, I struggle a long way to get that, reach that goal, and which eventually turns into a very good part. कहीं पे. So if I say like 99 Pancakes, for an example, we took the shop, and obviously we were struggling with funds at that time also. No doubt we had decent amount of finances at in 2017 and all, but then we took a shop which was like very expensive in terms of leasing and all, and BMC road work was started, and 3 months we had to wait just seeing the shop open. So वो भी हो जाता है, and then again कुछ ना कुछ अटक जाता है. The same thing when I opened my first shop ready हो गया, काउंटर नहीं था, तो we were waiting, अरे वो सब हो गया, अभी तो काउंटर का फिर भी. So every time that thing has been, but after that it's been always a very good part, a good experience. So same thing in terms of say private equity and all. Last year one of my friends, so I was not knowing what is actually private equity or venture capital before a year. I was never taking it seriously. I knew But one of my friend told me that you should, so we were into a franchising model, and I was not very comfortable with franchising model. Right. So, now we are into a company owned, company operated model, wherein he taught me, you should go for this fundraise, and, you should work on that. So last 1 year, I have been talking to investors, understanding their requirements and learning with that experience. So somewhere it took a long time, a 1 good year to, finally crack the deal. But, ho jata hai still, that part of waiting is again the hardest part for me. कि अभी तो होगा, अभी तो होगा.
Right. तो सर आपने बोला कि लास्ट 1 year में आपने like you have learned a lot about finances, financing and all those things, about funding and वो आपने उसमें क्या क्या सीखा आपके हिसाब से आपकी टॉप लर्निंग्स वो क्या रही क्योंकि जो देख रहे हैं लोग उनको भी कहीं ना कहीं पे अपने आइडियाज के लिए फंड रेज करना होता है एंड मिसकंसेप्शन भी होते हैं बट आपने क्या सीखा
So see, first thing, investor point of view, if I say, they will see your focus. So, as an entrepreneur, we are creative people, frankly. And जिसका like ऐसा कुछ होता है, who are more into art or, designing and things like that, they are super creative. Because, they think every day something new. But to stay focused and, work on one thing is something which should be happening for any kind of entrepreneur if they want to go into a fundraise and things like that. So that is the main part. Second, your product should be the hero product. And third part is the marketing, has to be very strong.
And sir, like abhi jo aapne kar diya hai company owned, company operated model, like what are the benefits of it?
So see, first thing is the control, the standardization, and many things when you want to do good marketing and things like that. So you are free to do that 100%. Again, you have a good margin also because, again, you are giving that margin to the franchisee. So, customers are also benefited with that kind of, we give more kind of freebies and more giftings and things like that to customers. And main part is the standardization of the product. Our team is there, we have full control of our team. So if there is anything going wrong or something, like we can always replace overnight. And with franchises, it's a long process. They will say yes, they will say no, and things like that. So the decisioning and the whole operational part becomes very very easy and very very fast. No doubt, opening company operated stores, you need a big team, you need a big financial setup in terms of day-to-day activities from sales and sales audit and things like that. But still it is very very beneficial. In fact, we have seen that. So we took over a lot of franchisee stores also, which were initially they were struggling, and we bought them, the stores from them. So that stores which were doing like sale of say 6 lakh or 5 lakh, now they are doing in company operated a sale of 9 lakhs to 10 lakhs. So we literally doubled in 6 months. So that is the huge kind of a difference what we saw in company owned, company operated. Right. So sir, abhi किसी को like in terms of like bakery kind of products और वो सब जैसे 99 pancakes है ऐसे वाले स्टोर या तो फिर इन कैफे एंड वो चेन किसी को चालू करनी है अभी के लिए तो व्हाट डू यू सजेस्ट टू देम कि ये चीजें लाइक रखोगे तो यू कैन सर्वाइव अ लिटिल बिट लॉन्गर इन दिस फील्ड बिकॉज कंपटीशन बहुत ज्यादा है और एक आप कहीं ना कहीं पे एक सिटी में कोई एक कॉर्नर में जाओगे आपको कैफे मिल जाएगा तो फिर ऐसी कोई एक स्टोर मिल जाएगी राइट So see, people have different perceptions. Frankly, एक रेस्टोरेंट भी बहुत बड़ा चलता है, बहुत बड़ा कैफे भी चलता है, एक छोटा जॉइंट भी चलता है. Lot of things depends on your actually the product also and the service part also. Sometimes you see यार product कुछ नहीं है but service इतना अच्छा है तो वो भी लोग आते हैं because of the service. So mix of both is always, you do anything, see, always it is how much money you put, your output will be proportionately that kind of a thing. You will invest 1 CR, you will expect your earning should be like 5 lakhs or between 5 to 10 lakhs a month. You will put 10 lakhs, your earning would be 1 lakh to 50,000 a month. So it is always in that proportion. Yeah, some businesses go out of the box or like 99 pancakes, frankly, it went like a rocket. So yeah, but still I will say, so my personal business sense is I go with not a very big capex kind of a model. So QSR, and specifically after, so capex is the capital investment what you put,
Heavy capital.
yeah. So low capex business is something I understand. So QSR is my strength, because it requires like a small 15 20 lakh 25 lakhs ka capex. When you go to a restaurant, like pandemic mein, restaurant would not could not survive because unka expense is itna bada hai. But when you have a shop of 15 20 lakhs, still you can survive, and you can multiply it fast also. So somewhere my thinking is always been, a QSR is my strength. But people still do a lot of restaurant chains also, so it is not something against it. But somewhere I am comfortable that in worst of the times, smaller things you can actually control very easily with a lesser amount of staff and lesser amount of effort.
राइट सर, सेकंड क्वेश्चन ये बहुत बेसिक क्वेश्चन है, बट बहुत लोगों के माइंड में ये होता है कि अगर मैं कुछ भी रेस्टोरेंट टाइप या QSR थिंग मैं चालू कर रहा हूँ, जो मैं मनी लगा रहा हूँ, लाइक फॉर हाउ मच टाइम आई डोंट हैव टू एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग, कि और क्या कितना टाइम लगेगा उसको रिकवर करने में?
तो नॉर्मली a good brand एक आप बना रहे हो, या any new business what you do, you should see at least 18 to 20 months as your break even kind of a point. Wherein whatever you have invested around 18 to 20 months में आपको रहना है, and then your profits will start. So return on investment in some cases when the business is good आपका 6 महीने में भी आ जाता है, and in some cases even 2 साल या 3 साल भी लग जाता है. But somewhere when you are sticking on to your job, वो कहीं ना कहीं पे बैक करेगा. And frankly I have learned my businesses के आपका कुछ भी रेस्टोरेंट और एनीथिंग, you survive first 3 years, वो कभी बंद नहीं होगा. 3 से 5 साल is the thing where a restaurant needs that time to survive. उसके पहले if you are lost, then you shut down. But if you give that 3 years to 5 years का time to that store, I have not seen many restaurants close down after 5 years. Like वो that is like 15 years 20 years चलता ही रहता है.
Right. And अभी आपका विजन क्या है, कहाँ तक पहुँचाना है, in terms of number also, in terms of brand also?
So frankly ऐसा अच्छा काम करना है for sure. Adding more outlets in 99, and seeing 99 pancakes as one of the national brands. I always think when I get inspired to McDonald's and Subway, and so they are so organized, so I want to reach that level. So they are the inspiration, like a Starbucks, if you go, the experience kind of. So somewhere if people think of 99 pancakes and I reach that level, so that is where I want to be. That even being an Indian company, we want to be that organized in this space.
तो सर आपकी लर्निंग क्या रही है, बिकॉज यू आर इनटू दिस फ्रेंचाइजिंग वो मॉडल वो सब, और एज वी नो आपने जैसे बोला कि मैकडॉनल्ड्स है, डोमिनोज, पिज्जा, दे आर बिग ब्रांड्स इन इंडिया, आप ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड आप कहीं भी जाओगे तो ये आपने क्या लर्निंग्स ली उन लोगों से?
So their main thing is setups, the delivery chain, logistic part, the hygiene part, and the training part. So unka ek, and obviously the tech what they are using, everything is tech based. So somewhere with these funds also, I am more inclined towards making it automized, making it very customer friendly. Even internally it should be very very crystal clear, the processes and all.
जैसे Amazon में होता है एक दो
yes, so what they have made is the process basically. So somewhere in India now with the tech, we are on that lines of now many organized companies are coming and they are accepting it. So with this I and to reach that level of process management and supply chain and the experience what I want to give to my customer.
And what do you think? Because pancake अभी भी अगर आप पैन इंडिया देखो, इट इज नॉट मच कि डेली लाइफ में कोई करता है ऐसा. एंड
Right.
जब मैकडॉनल्ड्स और वो सब भी आए तो बर्गर्स एंड ऑल दोस लाइक एलियनेटेड थिंग फॉर इंडियंस.
True.
तो ये होने में कब टाइम लगेगा कि वो एक पार्ट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि अगर बर्गर वो सब क्या हो गया कि पार्ट हो गया है.
Yes,
पिज्जाज एंड ऑल.
yes. So that is where, see, good funds are required, frankly.
Huh.
Again, the marketing plays the big role.
Big role.
We have plans of launching our pancake premix and things like that. So we are in process of launching a lot of kids friendly premixes and for housewife, because it's also a breakfast, it's a daily kind of a snack. So with that we will be launching our FMCG line, wherein with premixes of different kinds we will launch in the market. So penetration of the pancake will happen, and still it will be like say 5% of the market share, but we are that 95% of pancake market is with us. So somewhere we are we have a USP of pancakes, and being a leader and first mover advantage is on our side. So somewhere we are happy in that space.
जो भी अभी रेस्टोरेंट चालू कर रहा है या तो फिर 98 पैनकेक्स टाइप कुछ चालू कर रहा है, इनिशियल ब्रांडिंग एंड वो बस कैसे क्रिएट करा जाए मार्केटिंग से.
So see, now main thing of pancakes is we have like open kitchens. It's the experience, it's the making of the pancakes in front of your eyes is something really eye-catching. And with the help of social media, from Instagram to bloggers to influencers, it really helps. We do a lot of flyering and things like that. Even PR plays a very good role. So now we come up with a bang in those outlets. So initially and also that organic marketing, not like spending any kind of.
वो कैसे करें organic में?
So see, we give like lot of combos and things like that, where people come in, they buy the product, they taste it, they get. So we do a lot of small free samplings of pancakes and things like that. Instead of ऐसे कोई ad दे दिया and this all, we avoid that kind of marketing. But somewhere I know when your customer is happy, they will get more for customers. That is the way we market ourselves. We give a little freebies to our customers which really make them happy. So that is the main way what we market. And with the help of Instagrams and reels and bloggers, it helps creating that buzz in the city.
राइट. आपने कौन से बोले? मैकडॉनल्ड्स था, एक स्टारबक्स था, तीसरा कौन सा था जो विच रियली इंस्पायर्स यू?
Subway.
राइट. सर अभी लाइक वन थिंग दैट यू लर्न फ्रॉम मैकडॉनल्ड्स लाइक बिजनेस, वन थिंग that you learn from Starbucks and one thing that you learn from Subway.
So the Subway and McDonald's are the same. What I learned from them is the menu. Basically they play with a very short menu. आपने उनका मैक वेजी बर्गर 25 years से you are having the same burger. So somewhere the shorter the menu, you can get your customers that service very fast. So that I really learned from McD and Subway, that they have the same menu. They are very good at marketing themselves with different offers and combos and products. But round and round, if you see, it's the same thing what you eat.
Exactly.
So that is really great what they are doing. And with Starbucks is the experience. So in a Starbucks you spend like 300-350 rupees का coffee, which 10 साल के बाद किसी को बोलो तो they would be tell that you are joking के 350 का कोई coffee पिएगा. But you see all the Starbucks stores are full. But people don't go there to really eat or something. They go there for that experience, and the brand logo what they have created out of the coffee is next level.
Right. So last question of this podcast. One thing that you want to advise to a young entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, one advice they should completely ignore.
So see, one is focus. Whatever product you develop, 100% focus on that. And you should avoid is, seeing multiple options, like doing too many things at a time. It's like jack of all and ace in none. So that really spoils that. So whatever concept you have, focus on your main concept for at least first 3 to 5 years.
Right.
After that product is automized and you have been doing enough of justice to that product, think of adding one more thing vertical to your. But initially when you do too many things at a time, you cannot focus.
Land up nowhere.
Yes. So
हो गया. One advice they should ignore.
So that is what seeing multiple products going into multiple directions, and also they should really ignore is to grow very very fast somewhere. Go for organic growth. Yeah, 100% go with good people. Somewhere that advice is, sometimes you feel that okay, I know everything. What he will make me understand. But सुनने में कुछ नहीं जाता है, do what you want to do, but somewhere listen to people, and some kind of advice really strikes. So somewhere I've been really successful in doing that. So एक आपका cleaner also can give you a very good advice sometimes कि सर ऐसा करो करके.
Open for ideas.
Yeah, so be open to ideas and ignore thinking multiple things at a time. Focus on one thing. थोड़ा तकलीफ होगा, but you'll reach your goal.
Right. Thank you so much, Vikesh sir, for giving your time. I hope कि आपका ये पहला podcast था, आपका experience अच्छा रहा होगा.
Yes, it was nice. Very good.
Right, and I hope we did justice to your time and
yes,
कि आपको मजा आया ये podcast.
100%. Thank you all. Thank you very very much. It was very good, a very different experience. As I'm always open to new experiences, but it was nice.
Right.
बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. आपने जो learning share की है, आपकी जो journey है, I am 100% sure कि वो हमारा जो audience जो देख रहा है अभी viewer, उनको definitely inspire करेगी.
Sure. That will be nice.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.